everybody, it's X here, and today we're checking out Transformers Siege Barricade. Yes, I have been a little late to the party when it comes to the Siege figures, but a lot of stuff on the table. But here we go, we're getting back into reviews, and we're going to start with some guys that need to get going here. So here we go, here is Barricade from the Siege line, and he is pretty cool. He is a repaint slight retool of Siege Prowl, and we'll do a comparison of them here in a minute. But first, let's check out Barricade here. So he is nicely painted up here, and we'll first take a look at that new head sculpt that they've got for him. If it'll, there we go. Yeah, it's really nicely done. I really like it. Looks really cool. Really well done. Nice Decepticon logo right there. Only bit of battle damage on this figure is right there, which I very much like due to the fact I do not like the battle damage. But he looks pretty cool. He does have these little Cybertronian wordings on the vehicle bit right there. Backside is pretty nice. Front of it looks pretty good. Nice molded in detail down there, if the camera focuses. There we go, nice molded in detail there, nice little bit of paint there. This is his gun right here, which can separate into two different guns, so you can wield two, or if you combine them both together, this forms a nice circle plug that fits right into his hand, like that, or like that, or you can leave them up on his shoulders, one right there, and one right there, so you can do that as well. And being a deluxe class figure, Barricade here stands at 4.5 inches pretty much. Pretty short little guy. And going over his articulation very quickly, he does have a ball joint up in the head area, so that can swivel 360, can look up a little bit if the camera focus. There we go. A little bit wiggle waggle there. These back wings can move, so you can pose that where we want to. He's got rotation here in the shoulder, 360 spin there, rotate there, right there, a 90-degree bend at the elbow, a swivel at the hand, which is nice to see. Waist has a 360 spin, legs can go out, and legs can move forward that far, bend at the knee, a really far bend like that, and he does have feet pivot along with a tilt forward and backwards right there, and he does have these little hilts back here, little feet helpy standy pieces that help him to stand up. And that's all the articulation on this guy. These bits out here do tend to move a little bit, but you know, you can just kind of angle those however you want. But that's all of the articulation on this guy. And now for the size of Barricade. Being a deluxe class figure, he stands roughly about 4.5 inches tall due to the top of the head, maybe almost 5 inches tall at the head. And for articulation on this guy, if you have Prowl, you know what articulation you got here. You have a ball joint up here in the head. He's got a joint right there, the arm can spin 360, elbow joint right there, wrist rotation there, waist rotation, legs can go out, legs can go forward, and this one's very loose, we'll go over that in just a minute. Feet have a nice bend there, nice ankle pivot as well. And all in all, very nice articulation. There goes the gun. And again, he has ratcheted upper joints here. So these are ratcheted there, and not ratcheted forward, but they are ratcheted outwards. No idea why, but that does help, I guess, with keeping it from getting loose. So let's go with comparisons now. So here is Barricade next to Prowl, and as you can see, they do share the same mold. And they're just repainted, but they do look really good, and the paint makes them look enough different. And they both share one thing in common, though. This. They both share the same loose leg. I don't know if this is on every figure, but seeing how I've got two that both have the same loosey-loose, that seems to be maybe more common than not. But there is a nice way to fix that if you just take a little bit of Gorilla Glue I've got right here, right down in that area, and then just move it back and forth. And you have the leg nice and tight. A little too tight, but I'd rather have it tight than floppy. So this leg now is super tight, unlike this. See how floppy that is? Just floppy flop. And now look at this leg. It doesn't even want to move because it's so tight, which I am very happy for. So I'll be doing that to Prowl later on. But now that we have fixed him all up, we'll just throw in good old Megatron here for a Voyager 2 Deluxe class scale right there. And now with that out of the way, let's get down to transformation! And here we have Barricade in his vehicle mode, and it is very beautiful. There's a nice Decepticon logo on the front there, and you can point the guns here like that, or you can put the guns sideways like so. You can put it on either side, but you can do it like that to make it more sleek, or you can just leave them off completely, and this is very, very nice vehicle mode, and it looks very, very nice. This little bit can come off just like on Prowl, but it doesn't have to ever come off, so you can just leave it there forever. And I love the dark, dark purple here. It looks really nice. Very nicely done with the colors there. I like the little white there, and the wheels, so there's also very dark color bits right there. Very nicely done. There's the bottom of the vehicle, in case you were wondering. And again, the bit of battle damage is there and there, which I'm glad Earthrise is getting rid of that. Very nicely done. He does roll perfectly fine. Woo! Rolls very good. There's the backside of Barricade. Really nicely done, this figure. Very, very well done. And for comparison, here is him with Prowl. And here is Barricade next to not leader class Shockwave. And now here are my final thoughts on Barricade. Normally when I do the final thoughts, I have him back in the robot mode, but I love this vehicle mode so much. I'm just going to leave him in his vehicle mode right now. It's so awesome, and I really liked this figure. It's amazing what a new paint job can do to a already done molded toy, but this is a really good. I really like it. Looks really cool, and I like to imagine this right here says penitent and slave, though you can decode this somehow. I don't remember how, but you can decode that to see what it actually says. But for me, it says penitent and slave, and it looks really cool. Very nicely done. Well done, Hasbro. Well done. So that has been a look at Barricade from the Siege line, and I'll see you on the next video. Until then, have a great day, and bye everybody.